Give your name and address, please.
Brodhead, 6208 Diffin Road. It's been a while since I've addressed the board, and I just would like to go on the record that I do not hate any of the supervisor's family members, including his cousin, the deputy supervisor. This evening, I'd like to discuss the suburban town referendum. As I mentioned at the public hearing some time ago, I am opposed to this proposition. I am concerned for the loss of our freedom if this is approved. A quote from June 27, 1994, town board meeting minutes by then councilor Dudzinski, and I quote, "We have been elected to oversee, not change, the form of government in the town of Cicero. Changing Cicero to a suburban town will generate new powers for the supervisor. Powers that we really don't understand. Who can deny that we live in a time when the public is distrustful of granting new powers to any government official? I share this fear," close quote. As a former councilor in Cicero, my concern is specific to the organization of the town and the changes to the various departments. These people are the most important resource the town has. Each provides professional and courteous day-to-day services to our residents. At the top of this list is the elected highway superintendent, town clerk, and tax receiver. Currently, these elected officials answer only to the voters. In fact, two of them are on the election ballot this year for re-election. If the suburban town is approved, each will become appointed and not elected. And I predict 2 or 3 of those positions will change in the very near future. This is a loss of our freedom of choice. I want the elected department heads to be accountable to the residents they serve, not the supervisor and the majority of the town board. I do not want to lose my freedom to choose the most experienced and qualified people to serve. I would hate to see these important positions be appointed based on political patronage. I would urge all voters that support the highway superintendent, town clerk, and tax receiver to vote no on the suburban town referendum and keep your freedom of choice. In closing, I ask the supervisor to provide a detailed explanation of the organizational changes if the suburban town is approved. You owe this information to the voters so that we can make an informed decision. I will wait the remainder of my 3 minutes for your response, unless you don't think you want to answer.
Does anyone else like to address the board?
Yeah.